I'm Tyler, that's Gabe.
Dude, you're watching FieldCourtSport.
All right, let's get it started here.
All right, let's get it started.
All right, kick it off here with Kansas City.
That's not funny, damn it.
You're right, it's not funny. It's punny.
Stupid.
So we're going to start Kansas City. Football down. We're going to start with Kansas City at Atlanta. So word on the street is love Alex Smith. He thrives at beating mediocre.
Alex Smith. He's number 11. He's great.
He is literally so mediocre.
He's like number 11 though.
What does that have anything to do with his fantasy abilities?
Trufant.
All 11 fantasy points I see.
No. He scores 20. Trufant's out.
He's averaging like 12.
40 rushing yards. Trufant's out.
Did
I tell you that Trufant's out?
Yeah, you did. But
okay,
they still have professional corners
running
on their team.
Running backs in this game, Kansas City, Atlanta. We really think that you should just start them.
Try not to associate we as me and you. We kind of have our distances. Like you like Alex Smith, he sucks. Travis Kelce, great matchup against the Falcons defense. They're ranked like 29th against tight ends.
All right, start him. Start Travis
Trelce for the win.
Travis Trelce.
Defenses, what are you thinking?
Oh shit. Shit. Is this Cannon the shot?
I don't know.
What is now?
I'm just going to put this on at the beginning. All right, moving on to Detroit at New Orleans. Now, quarterback play, both. Stafford and Breeze, Great plays this week. You know, everything's going to be nice and breezy down in New Orleans. On to the running back plays. Theo Riddick has a great matchup. Saints defense ranked 27th against running backs, and Riddick's kind of a PPR god.
Ingram, start him.
If you have him, start him. DraftKings, FanDuel purposes, he's...
Hightower doesn't catch a touchdown from Willie Snead again. Give him a shot though. If you're feeling it, give him a shot. Cause if you need a guy, pick him up. Wide receivers, we like.
Here's my prediction at wide receiver this week. I feel like both teams will have one guy who has a really good game, probably over 20 fantasy points each guy. The problem is, who is that going to be? I really like Cooks as a bounce back play. But I do think Michael Thomas is the better play between the two of them.
Cooks is streaky. Michael Thomas is the top 12 wide receiver. Play Cooks because he's going to
defenses, good one. Let's move on from that. Don't play either one of these defenses. Not the week for that. Don't mess around there. Now the Vegas lines. The over-under of this game is 45.5 points. I love the over in this game.
Over.
That's my lock of the week. I think there's just no doubt on that one for me. That's my no-doubter. If I had to lock anything in.
No doubter.
45.5 points, New Orleans. This is a show about how to burp. San Francisco takes on the Bears at Soldier Field. Daily fantasy purposes, I think you could play both quarterbacks. Kaepernick had a great game last week.
Love Cap.
Barkley with his first start in a while last week. He had 3 touchdowns. He did have 2 interceptions along with that, but he draws a fantastic matchup against this prowess San Francisco 49ers defense.
Kaepernick takes a knee, 3 TDs. Easy money. Jordan Howard, love it.
Jordan Howard, great play. Carlos Hyde should be pretty good as well.
He'll be okay.
He'll be pretty good.
He'll be okay.
Wide receivers. This is almost kind of like the...
My favorite wide receiver in this game is Vance McDonald.
He's a tight end, but okay. But wide receivers here, I almost feel the same way about this game as I do about the Detroit-New Orleans game. I feel like maybe not as much for San Francisco, but one of those Bears receivers between Meredith or Wilson is probably going to go over 100 yards.
Let's go. I mean, Meredith, those guys if you're desperate.
Meredith would be my preference for the week, but those are kind of just desperate, deep plays.
I like San Francisco to cover the 2.5. I like that.
So San Francisco plus 2.5 on your end. I wouldn't be picking anything from this game. Not a huge fan of those. No, we're starting over.
This is Field Court Sport, and we've never done this before. So that's why he's talking like that.
On to Miami and Baltimore. There's just not much fantasy appeal there for me. I do like Baltimore's defense at home.
I think that's a good call. Miami's receivers, maybe, if you're feeling frisky. Both quarterbacks, if you got a 2 QB league or you got Mariota on bye or something, give them a shot. Both pass defenses aren't the best.
I like Flacco more than Tannehill. I do think I'd rather play probably someone from that San Fran or Chicago game.
Yeah, you want Flacco. But over them, yes, you do want someone from the San Francisco Chicago game.
And
Baltimore.
Baltimore is at -3.5.
They're favored by 3.5. You're gonna go with Baltimore.
We're gonna want Baltimore to cover that 3.5 point spread this week. That's what we're putting our monies on. All right, let's kick it off here. See what I did. All right.
Philadelphia at Cincinnati, battle of the
Raging Redheads. Your favorite.
My favorites.
The Andy Dalton look-alike contest.
If it were up to me,
this guy right here. What were you for Halloween, Gabe?
Andy Dalton.
There we go. I'm not a huge fan of either of these quarterbacks this week.
I
just better
love
plays
them both with all my heart.
That doesn't surprise me. Give me damn football. So between the two quarterbacks, you would love them both. I'm not so much this week.
Not necessarily in this matchup. I think I like Wentz better than Dalton.
Running backs. Jeremy Hill, volume alone. You got to start Jeremy Hill. He's a great play, daily fantasy. He's going to be at a good price.
Tight ends.
Yeah, we're skipping receivers. Not a fan of the receivers.
Well, you got Matthews. Maybe has a Beckham. Dorial Green Beckham. Watch out for him.
Matthews is questionable to play this week. If he sits, Dorial Green Beckham is a great minimum price play.
Great call.
Zach Ertz. I love Zach Ertz this week. The Cincinnati defense is 31st in the league against tight ends. Nothing too special about the lines in that game that we're really liking there.
What do we got? I'm gonna make sure this thing. Okay.
All right, so on to our next game. It's Tampa Bay at San Diego. What are you thinking for that one?
I'm thinking quarterbacks, play them. Running backs, play them. Wide receivers, play them.
Ooh, back to your hard-hitting analysis.
Here we go. Play them all.
Play them all. It is a good fantasy game. We've got some PPR gold with Melvin Gordon and Doug Martin. I really do like them both. They have good matchups. Antonio Gates, he laid an egg for me in one of my lineups last week. It made me sad. I lost by 2, and it's a PPR league. So if he would have just caught like a pass for like 5 yards or something. All right, dude. They have no idea who you are. On to Buffalo at Oakland.
We like the under.
We've got a 49-point over-under in this one. Oakland is the type of team who I can rack up the points, and there's no doubt about that. But in this game, I'm definitely feeling very strong about
Buffalo
the under.
Buffalo plays low-scoring games.
Yes, Buffalo's not usually involved in too many high-scoring affairs.
We like the under. As far as players,
fantasy appeal, there's not too much in this one.
Yeah,
there's better
Buffalo's
games,
defense is good.
Better games on the slate to target for that one. On to the New York Giants at Pittsburgh.
Yeah, never mind. Oh, Watkins, though. Watkins. If he's on the waiver wire, pick his ass up. If he's on your bench, think about starting him.
Keep him there. Okay.
Whoa.
So it's like when she sees you soft. No, it's really long. Don't worry about that.
Don't you worry about that.
That's not going to be an issue in 5 minutes. New York Giants at Pittsburgh Thieves. Quarterback plays. They are both in decent spots here.
Yeah, I think so too. But Manning is lesser, I think, than Ben.
I think we have better plays across the board. But if you're in your season-long leagues, if you have either one of them, you can definitely give them a start unless you have a quarterback who's got a better matchup.
Any obscure? I like Rashad Jennings. I love Rashad Jennings.
I hate Rashad Jennings. Le'Veon Bell, great play. Now I know you're not comparing the two of them.
But tell me something I don't know.
Rashad Jennings.
Make me a pizza.
Rashad Jennings had a great matchup last week, and what did he do with it? Nothing.
He's gonna score a touchdown. Put it down, touchdown.
Rashad Jennings is not a good play.
Put it down,
do not play him
touchdown.
This week. Stay away from him.
You can choose who you want to listen to on that. No. No, nothing. Incomplete. 0.
So on to Los Angeles at New England.
Tom Terrific.
Your old pal Tom Terrific. Turtleneck Tom.
Dude, his turtlenecks are they're probably better than his play. His turtlenecks are like actually amazing.
Tom Brady's a great play this week. This defense just surrendered 5 touchdowns to Drew Brees.
We don't have to tell you.
Yeah, Drew Brees, Tom
Running
Brady,
backs.
both good. Running backs, New England's running back situation is gross. They've got Deion Lewis healthy now. James White is there. LeGarrette Blount is there. They're all good like on their own, but when they're all healthy, I'm not a fan.
Deion Lewis, most talented. LeGarrette Blount, highest floor. James White, wild card.
Don't start any of them
if you have a better option.
If you have a better option, don't force it.
Rams, you gotta start Gurley, although you don't feel good about it. Who would you rather start, Gurley or Blount?
Gurley. I mean, volume. That's volume purposes. There's no doubt. Gronk is out for like 2 months, so we've got
Martellus.
Fire up Martellus Bennett.
Tell us about Martellus.
Great tight end play there. New England's defense. It's going to be a good defense to play this week. I do think it's going to be highly owned for our daily fantasy sites, but there's good reason for that too.
Just walk into it with no shirt, dude. Sit down. Sit down, man.
Denver at Jacksonville. No Bortles. Sorry, those are synonymous
terms.
Blake Bortles
is terrible.
13 of 26, 126 yards against last week.
He's really bad, and you're gonna want to probably start Allen Robinson. You don't feel good about it.
No, there's something about Allen Robinson. We're gonna get into that later in the show.
Talk about that.
Don't worry about that. Denver's defense.
You might worry about it, but that's beside the point.
Start Denver's defense.
Oh yes, of course. We're gonna go with
Denver -5. I really like that bet this week. We will take the spread on Denver -5. That is a go.
I think that's my lock, actually.
That's your lock of the week.
I really like that one.
Lock of the week. Denver on the road against Jacksonville.
Really bad. We're gonna talk about turtlenecks. Turtleneck Tom.
No.
His turtlenecks are amazing.
Wait, does he actually wear
Yeah.
Moving on to Houston and Green Bay here. I really like Aaron Rodgers as a contrarian play to Stafford and Breeze. The Houston D is pretty solid.
Yeah, but Rodgers still probably carves him up. I'm feeling 8 out of 10 frisky for DeAndre Hopkins.
I just dropped DeAndre Hopkins in one of my leagues because he's been pissing me off so much.
Fantasy torture.
I understand that it's Osweiler's fault. I mean, Hopkins has 105
It's not necessarily all his fault, though.
Well, Hopkins hasn't been anything.
I think you should start him. Braxton Miller's a guy you should get if he's on your waivers, and if you're desperate for a play. Fuller, same boat.
Over 45.5. I like the over in this game. I don't think much defense is going to be played. If Osweiler can do anything in life, this is the kind of defense he can do it against.
With 9 defensive backs injured.
That's a way to get more viewers.
Nice tits.
So, moving on to Washington at Arizona. This is my favorite play of the week, David Johnson. Yes, it's obvious David Johnson's good. We get it. But he is my lock of the week. There is no reason, even for his price on Daily Fantasy, you need to take David Johnson.
All right. David Johnson. Blah, 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 blah.
So Arizona, -2.5. I really like that. Washington does have a better record than Arizona, but I do think Arizona is going to win this game. And 49.5 points, though, over-under. I do feel like that is a little bit high.
We're looking at the under?
Yeah, we're going under in this one. There's no doubt about that one for us. That's one of our locks of the week.
Oh man, dude, this table stains.
Carolina at Seattle. How are you feeling about our quarterbacks in this one?
Feeling good about both. Start them both.
I think Russell Wilson's the better play of the two.
Yeah.
That Carolina defense has been pretty bad this year.
Carving them up.
Running back situation, there's nothing too special there. I do think Doug Baldwin in the receiving game could do pretty well. Mm-hmm. This is one of those games I can see Dougie B having multi-touchdown over 100 yards.
Yep, it's going to change some fantasy playoff implications for a lot of you guys. And so is Jimmy Graham and Greg Olsen. They're both going to probably do fairly well, I'd say.
Defenses, I like Seattle's more than Carolina's for sure. There's nothing about the line in this game that I want to touch. Well, prior to the recording of this show, we had a discussion about the Colts and Jets. We've got pretty different opinions on this one. The line is Indianapolis -2. Gabe would take the Colts -2, but I would take the Jets +2 in this one. I think the Jets, you know, they've got 24-karat Fitzmagic
on the ground.
Well,
in like the dirt.
Fitzpatrick is
not very good.
You're right. Terrible. He's not very good. But the thing is, he's got a great matchup. He played pretty good last week, and you know, I feel like he's the type of guy, he wants to prove a point. You know, his organization's not backing him the way he wants, and I kind of like him in this one.
I think it's his last year playing football. I think
that could be the case.
I think that the Colts defense is really bad, except for Vontae Davis. But like, if Vontae Davis isn't playing, or if he's playing in a limited capacity, you gotta think about Fitzpatrick if you're desperate. Otherwise, you don't do it. Hilton, Moncrief, Luck, studs, start them.
Jets are gonna win
Boom.
this one.
Doubt it. That's really good. Is it recording?
Gabe, tell us your sleeper picks of the week.
Marvin Jones, good start to the season. Been not so good lately. Saints are bad. Marvin Jones is a good receiver. Touchdown.
Fair enough.
Probably does well. And then I got my deep sleeper of the week, Alex Collins of the Seattle Seahawks, backup running back. Vulture's a touchdown. They're running against Carolina.
Alex Collins?
Alex Collins.
Who is that?
Put it in. Write it down.
Okay.
Lock it in. Well. And now,
do you have the balls? My 2 do you have the balls plays of the week. First, we're going to go back to the Saints. Going to the well with the Saints tight end, Coby Fleener. The Lions defense is ranked 32nd against the position, dead last in the league.
But he's a dumpster fire with legs.
Coby Fleener is very frustrating. I get it. That's why it's a do you have the balls. I mean, he's got the matchup, and he has upside. He has a rushing touchdown this year.
Oh,
I mean, that's more rushing touchdowns than I would have predicted going in. Just saying. Of course. Now, if there's someone a little more frustrating than Coby Fleener, it's my second do you have the balls play of the week, Allen Robinson. He's going against the first-ranked defense against wide receivers. But Allen Hurns, questionable to play, could give Robinson a little bit more upside. I like him more with Hurns out.